Hey everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and today I want to talk to you about item elevators. Now in Minecraft, this is a very familiar sight. It is a simple item elevator that's going to use a dropper to push items up solid blocks, and for the longest time this was considered to be a glitch. In Minecraft 1.11 for PC, they finally instilled it as an actual feature. We'll call it a feature, yeah, but the way this works is we're going to take some items, I'm going to drop them in, and you've got this basic comparator clock that goes off and pushes items up. They get caught by a hopper. They get put into a chest. Now the problem with this system that I have seen is twofold. One is, as we can see right here, items will sometimes glitch right out of the top and just go flying. So this is not 100% lossless. The other problem is this. It's with the clock. We're going to put some items in. We can see that the system is working just fine. But if we were to overload the system, it locks up. It doesn't work anymore. The system breaks. So in this fashion, with the clock and with the items glitching out, we actually have a broken feature that's now a feature in Minecraft. So what I've decided to do is come up with a new way to use this feature so that we can have a clock that will not lock up, and we can have a system that will collect items and we won't lose any. You want to see what it looks like? Here we go. I present to you my new item elevator concept. Now these are both the same type of item elevators using the same ideas that I have, but this one is going to be just one item going into the system, where this is going to be a demonstration for a mass system, like if you were using a guardian farm or a giant mob farm. But I've already loaded up these chests full of items. We're going to get ourselves some blocks so we can set the clock off. There it goes. Those items are just going to start going up there. We're going to go ahead and set this clock off as well, so that we can set off mass multiple items. And look at that. Now how the other items were glitching up through the top, we don't get that anymore with this system. Neither do we get it over here. And this system is designed in such a way that we don't back up the system. The problem I was having was a lot of items would come up, but they would get stuck on one hopper. It would all back up. But this system lets us collect lots of items. So I bet you're wondering, how in the world do you build it, Piggy? Well, I'm going to show you. So now while we're building it, I've turned the volume down just so that we don't have to listen to these demonstrations going off like crazy to drive us nuts. But the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to build a clock on the single system, because it's going to be identical to this mass system. The differences between the two of these is the top collection point. So the first thing we're going to do is set down a solid block. I'm going to use half slabs because this is the way I build to help me keep track of my redstone, but you can use any solid block you want. We're going to have a dropper pointing up like that, and then we're going to have our incoming line. I'm going to use hoppers like that. You need to have at least a hopper to capture items to push in. I'm setting a chest for demonstration. You can have water streams bringing in items, whatever you want. Now from on this side, we're going to put an observer block looking that way. Skip a spot, an observer block looking that way, and then we'll put a sticky piston behind it, pointed just like that. Now on top, we're going to place 3 solid blocks, a comparator pointing this way, redstone dust there and there, and a repeater pointing that way. And that is going to be our clock. Now we're going to test it out. Going to put let's not put a stack of items. We'll make a mess. But there we go. Now we saw that spit the items out and it's empty. So that clock is ready to go. And the great thing about this clock is we could fill this system up. We could back it up like crazy. See? That's got a bunch of items in there. I can do like this. We'll just fill it up. We won't lock it up like the other clock. As long as there's one item or more in there, this clock will set off and it will spit the items up. Now from on top, we're going to do our 3x3 grid of solid blocks, just like this. And then I'm going to quickly, off camera, build a pillar up so that we can add the next segment. Alright, and now that we're up here on top of our pillar, we're going to make the other part of this system that's going to keep us from losing items. Now I've let both of these systems run for about an hour or two, and I had noticed when I had the backs cut out of them like this, that every once in a blue moon, items would glitch out. So we're going to make it where we've got full blocks on top, just like that. I'm not 100% certain that this is lossless, but I think it's like 99.99999% lossless, so we'll just go with that. So what we're going to do is at the top of our pillar, we're going to cut a trough on the side. Items are going to come up the middle, and they're going to want to hop to the side. So we're going to create a little area for them to move over. Now we're going to do like this, placing blocks this way so that we've got ourselves a little trough for the items to get caught into. Now off the front is where we're going to put our item collection. Just like this, put yourself a hopper, press shift so it's pointed into the chest like that. And we're going to make sure to put some blocks around like this so that items don't wash out, they get caught in here. Now you need a solid block in front so that items wash to this point and stop. I recommend that if you have a setup like this, use a glass block, half slab, a stair, something that will let you open the chest just like that. But then from here, we're going to place one bucket of water right here. That's going to wash all of our items over, no matter where they come up the top. And then we're going to just cap it off so that nothing falls out, nothing falls in, and there you go. That's your system. Now let's just test it out. We'll come over here. I'm going to look in here. I'm going to throw me a set of items in there. It's going to come up the top, get pushed over to the side, and washed right into the chest. Awesome. Now the one drawback to this system is we can see that the clock is going so fast that eventually items will begin to back up right here. This system gets full. This system is still collecting. So items are moving up quicker than a single hopper can capture. And if we start running into a problem like this, what you may want to do is extend this hopper out. This is going to be for a low volume system. I've just got massive amounts of items going in for demonstration purposes. But if we wanted this to collect more items than this, you would take hoppers like this. Boop. Goodbye, items. You're just going to go flying like that. Let's go ahead and do this. Do like this. We can get rid of these hoppers right here. Okay. Going to put a block here. And we're going to make our hoppers pointing this way. So now what will happen is items will collect, they will drop down, and then off of the front right here, we can have chests for multiple capture. Make sure you get yourself a trap chest and put it right there in the middle. And so that way, let's do this. We'll extend this out a little bit. Nope, you come here. Boop, boop. There we go. And now the water will wash the blocks, and we have 3 sets of hoppers trying to collect instead of 1. So now our system should not back up. And I've got a mess to clean. So I'm going to clean up this mess real quick, and then we're going to move over to this system. Now what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to go ahead and build this clock setup. I've already shown you how to do 1. We're going to do 3 of them, and then we'll come back and we'll do a pillar and we'll do a mass collection up there. So now what I've done is I've built 3 clocks in line for our droppers, and I'm running hoppers in, and I'm doing this to show you that you can have 5 lines running into the system. That one over there, you can have 3, but like I said, if you have that high of volume coming in, you'll need to expand the system at top. But what we're going to do now is we're going to press shift so that we can place blocks. We're going to do 3 wide this way, but then we're going to extend off the edges 1 more like that. So we're making a 3x5 wide platform. And then we're going to build our pillar up as high as we need it to go. And now that we've got our solid pillar built, we're going to come over to the side, dig ourselves out a trough like that. Let's put an edging around it like this. This way items will get caught and collected and pushed along. Now from over here, we're going to move blocks forward like this so that we've got a space. Put ourselves a sign right there. And there we go. That is going to stop the water from flowing out. Go ahead and place some more blocks here and here like this. And this block right here, we will need to replace with a solid block. Just like that. Now from here, whoop, not that. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come out 6 blocks like this. We're going to point hoppers this way, just like that. Then we're going to come underneath, forward one like that, and put a line of temporary blocks this way, and we're going to make hoppers pointing at the blocks this way. Now what will happen is as items get collected up top, they will disperse amongst these hoppers. If there's available space underneath, they will move forward, and this will keep the system nice and flowing free. So out in front, we're going to put alternating chests, trap chests, so that we can put them next to each other, just like that. On top of here, let's go ahead and put some golden rails. At the end right here, we're going to put a solid block with a lever and flip that on just like that. Then we're going to put a border just over here. So if items do kind of get loose or get down in the system, they don't fall out. They will get trapped inside by this minecart with a hopper, which is just going to move back and forth. It will capture any stray items, and it will help disperse the system so that the system does not back up. Now from here, I'm going to get myself a bucket of water. We'll drop that in there just like that, and that is going to take any items that come up here and push them in the system. Now from here, we'll just need to cap this off. Putting a row of blocks just like that. And now we can start dumping items in. So let's go ahead and test this out. I'm going to come over here. I've got myself some chests full of stuff. That'll work. Come over here, pop that down, and whoop, not throw it. You come here. Just like that. And there we go. Now we've got massive amount of items moving up to the top, getting captured and distributed by the system. And that's how to build my new item elevator ideas for Minecraft 1.11 for PC. If you learned something new about Minecraft, please click that like button. And if you want to see more tutorials and videos as I release them, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and keep on building.